Dividing Fractions by Maggie, Jessa, and Jayne. Class, we're learning about dividing fractions.
No! Fractions isn't fun!
Yes, it is. Fractions is fun. I will teach you. It's fun and easy. Yay!
Yay!
We're covering dividing. The fishy has 4 pieces of seaweed and 2 friends. Fishy wants to give each of his 2 friends an equal amount of seaweed. How many pieces of seaweed should each friend get? Using a number line. You start off with 4 pieces of seaweed.
And divide it equally into 2 groups. 1, 2.
So in each group there is 2. So 2 pieces of seaweed for each friend.
Yay!
Distributive property. Distributive property is where you can switch the 2 numbers that you're multiplying or dividing or adding or subtracting. But in division, there is no distributive property. For example, 1/2 divided by 4/1 is not the same as 4/1 divided by 1/2. But you can use a reciprocal and multiply instead. So you switch the second numbers upside down and then multiply them instead.
Yay!
Dividing a whole number by a fraction. Joe the fish has 3 pieces of seaweed. He wants to give half pieces away. Not including himself, how many friends can he give the seaweed to? So, how many times does 1/2 go into 3? Let's do the example. There is 3 pieces of seaweed. If you divide each one into half, how many halves are there in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Joe the fish can give 6 half pieces of seaweed away.
Yay!
Dividing a fraction by a whole number. Izzy the fish,
Hi, I'm Izzy.
has a box of cupcakes. 2/3 of them are chocolate. She has 3 friends and her. Each fish wants a chocolate cupcake. What is the amount of cupcakes each fish can have if they all get an equal amount of cupcakes? Using a model.
2/3 of the cupcakes are chocolate. Divided by 4 friends, each friend can have 2 cupcakes. Yay!
Dividing 2 fractions.
Hi, I'm Yolanda. I love makeup.
Yolanda the fish has makeup remover. 1/3 of the bottle already has been used, but last night after a big party, she used 1/2 of what she had already used, of what was left over from before. So how much did she use last night? So 1/3 dividing by 1/2. 1/3 of the whole divided by 1/2. You have to start at the 1/3 mark because that is the number you are dividing. Now we have to divide 1/3 into 2 equal groups because halves of 2 parts that add up to 1 whole. Then 1/3 is divided into halves. Each half is equal to 1/6 of the original whole. Since you are only taking 1/2 of the 1/3, the answer is 1/6. So Yolanda used 1/6 of the bottle of makeup remover last night.
Yay!
Everything about how to divide fractions.
Yay!
Mom, no. An example for dividing 2 fractions in real life is a recipe. If you need 1/3 of a cup of flour for a recipe, but you want to half the recipe, you need to divide 1/3 by 1/2. So, divide 1/3 by 1/2 to get the answer of how much flour you need to use after you have divided the recipe in half. An example of dividing a whole number by a fraction in real life is wooden planks. If you start off with a 3-foot board and you need to divide it into thirds for your construction, you need to divide 1/3 by 3. So 3 divided by 1/3. An example of dividing a fraction by a whole number in real life is milk. If you have 3 people and half a liter of milk, you need to divide 1/2 by 3. So, divide 1/2 by 3 to find out how much milk each person will get if you are using all of the milk. Thank you for listening, and we hope you learned a lot about division with fractions.